she came up to me and she goes, "Is your daughter Jolie?" And I said, "Yes." And that's when she said she just got into a white SUV. And I what? And Mike's like screaming, "Jolie!" I book it so fast to the parking lot.
I mean, you probably lived maybe every parent's worst nightmare recently when you opened up about your Jolie at the park. I like literally when I read it, my heart sank and I couldn't even imagine what you must have been going through. I mean, can you just like talk to me a little bit more about that? Because I can see it in your face right now.
Well, the thing that keeps like ringing is your daughter just got into a white SUV. And I mean that, like, I still like, I keep saying to my husband, I'm like, that I can't like get that sentence out of my head. That was so tough because she's at the age where she just kind of runs around with her friends, and I see her and she runs around and I check in with her and she keeps running around. But this playground was huge and there's a parking lot right there. So Mike was there as well, and we just went down the slide, and I mean it was less than a minute. This girl who had heard me like screaming Jolie and Jace in the park, like, "Jolie, Jace!" She came up to me and she goes, "Is your daughter Jolie?" And I said, "Yes." And that's when she said she just got into a white SUV. And I what? And Mike's like screaming, "Jolie!" I book it so fast to the parking lot, and I see the white SUV, and then I see Jolie and the little girl coming around it. Well, what I know is that the little girl's mom, I think the little girl was same age as Jolie, 5. She was just sitting in her car. Cause I guess the new thing is for moms to sit in their cars at the park, which no judgment. I just personally am like very like focused on the kids. So I don't personally think I could do that. I mean, I have a friend that does, again, no judgment, but when I saw Jolie, and I didn't put this in my Instagram post, but my immediate response was, I was like, "You don't ever leave without mommy and daddy." And then like, I think my reaction scared her. And I was just like, "Oh my God, baby, no, I'm so sorry." I was just like, I was like, "I've never told you, like, you can't leave, like you can't leave the park, baby, without mommy and daddy." And I was just so scared. Cause I'm like, she could have, I mean, sex trafficking is everywhere and it terrifies me. So I'm like, someone could have taken her, right, or she could have got hit by a car in the parking lot. So, I mean, there was just like, my immediate reaction was just like, I just was like, "You don't ever." And she was, I think again, that scared her. But I mean, it was a learning lesson. And I'm trying to tell her like, okay, every day, like, "Baby, remember, if we're at a park, like what happens? Like, you come to mommy and daddy." But it was terrifying. So now I'm like, I mean, I'm already laser focused. So I don't know, it's just.
And that's too, like you said, like you can turn around for 2 seconds and like it just happens in an instant. I don't think people realize how quickly these things do happen.
Yeah, they're fast little ones. So I mean, it was a good reminder, and I'm glad I almost didn't post about it because I was like, oh gosh, here come the haters. Like, well, if you if your nanny, I was like, first of all, we don't have a nanny, and I'm like, I don't want to defend like any of the stuff. So I don't want to defend. I know I'm a great mom. Like I've always said, I'm a good singer, I'm a good actress, but I'm a great freaking mom. Like, and I know that in my heart. So I was like, if I have to go up against these women, and then I was like, you know what? Because I know that, I'm posting it because I would have loved the reminder.
Sure,
yeah. A friend, I'm like, I need it. And so I had so many friends be like, "Oh my gosh, my daughter's 5 too. I've never had the conversation with her." So I was like, okay, hopefully this helped a kid not get hurt.
Yeah. Did you feel like you got a positive response out of this one, or was it? That's good.
I feel like it was, and I'm glad that the people appreciated the message because they hadn't also had that conversation.
Right. I mean, how did you have to like sit her down afterwards and be like, okay, this is why this was wrong, and why you can't do this in the future?
Every day we've had.
Every day. Yeah, you're like, it's like she wakes up, has breakfast, we have this conversation.
Yeah. But my fear is like with kids, I'm like, what if they see a puppy? You know what I mean? And like, it's just because there was something on YouTube that I watched about like they did an experiment, and even the kids that were told that. So I think it's just the whole point is just to be vigilant, and just be mindful that anything can happen in a split second.
Did she get in the car, or she was just outside the car with her friend?
So all I saw was her just coming around. So I don't know if she actually did get in, but probably what the mom saw was that this is the car and the Jolie walked around. She probably just thought that she got into the car.
Right. Thank God for that mom that told you too.
Thank goodness. I mean, thank goodness it was just the little girl's mom. But yeah, I mean, like, and that's another thing, like, I look out for other kids too. So I'm glad that mom was as well. Yeah.
Did that other mom say anything to you? Or was she like, oh?
When I came back, I was just like, thank you so much. She was like,
Oh no, the mom that was in the car, did she say anything, or did she?
Oh, I didn't even. I was just focused on Jolie and getting her, like catching my daughter.
Oh my God. Well, I'm so glad everything is okay. And like you said, it is a learning experience, but not one that you definitely want to go through.
Never again.
No.